pictures from Suleja, where a custodial center there, inmates escaped, and now the Minister of Interior is about to brief the press. We'll come back to this conversation. Please bear with us.
You're live on TVC. Please, can you tell us what you have observed so far?
Well, obviously, because of force majeure, the storm that happened, there was a breach of the outer wall of this facility, and some of the inmates, escaped. And of course, we've been able to retrieve, get about 10 back out of the 119. So we have 109 at large, and the manhunt is presently ongoing. We will do everything humanly possible to make sure that everyone is brought back. That's number one. And number two also is that we've also looked at the cause of the matter, because we must make sure that this does not happen again. And how can we prevent this? Obviously, we can see the walls are actually old, and unfortunately, there are certain responsibilities that we must take, and but the most important thing is we'll do everything possible to restore sanity and to ensure that this does not happen in any other facility. And also, the president has also always been talking about urbanization eating into our correctional centers. And this is a clear testimony. You can look at the environment. It shows that we need to relocate a lot of our correctional centers, and we need to relocate them away from city centers, and to create better space, better security, and better infrastructure. But as we've said, we're not here to make excuses. We are here to take responsibility. We were elected as a government to do a job, and that job we are prepared to do regardless of how difficult or how tough it is. But we want to assure you that we are talking to sister agencies to make sure that we are able to synergize, collaborate, ensure that there's timely return, of these escapees, and you can be rest assured we'll put everything in place to make sure that this does not happen again.
How many did escape now?
I said 119 escaped, and 10 had been gotten, so we still have 109, at large. And let me say this was a facility that was built to house 250, and obviously because of before the incident that happened, we had 499. This goes to what we keep talking about overcrowding in our correctional centers. So this is, as much as by the grace of God, I'm very optimistic we'll solve this problem, but it also gives us probing questions, and in every crisis, there's always an opportunity for greatness. So it's for us to, as a people, as a country, to also be able to sit down and critically be able to fashion out a correctional system, that will work for us and to the benefit of all Nigerians. But as I've said, there are a lot of things that I won't be able to say on camera, even with the correctional center, with a lot of reporting lines and a lot of issues. We will handle those things behind the scene and make sure that, as I said, this could have been avoided if the right information, at the appropriate time had been disseminated with regards to the structure, with regards to this incident. But of course, we're not here. As I said, I wasn't appointed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to make excuses. I was appointed by him to take responsibility, and we're not shying away from this responsibility. We will take it, and we will get them back, and we will secure our correctional centers and make sure that this doesn't happen anywhere else in Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Sir, please, we've seen some immediate interventions in the NI, the immigration, and as regards even welfare of
officers within your ministry. How soon are we going to see things happen? There are some facilities, being developed.
The point here is that we're here for correctional centers. And when you talk about, this is a national issue, and something that borders on national security. It's a sober moment for me as a person. So also I believe it's a sober moment for all of us, and even our men in uniform. We've done a lot, but things like this, could, pull us back a bit. So it's a sober moment for us, and I sincerely think we need to concentrate and focus on the issue on ground, and put all our energy into making sure that we solve this problem as soon as we can. And about welfare, I don't think any of our officers are complaining, because we are doing well. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been so magnanimous in making sure that he takes care of the welfare of officers. And I think it's not my responsibility to show their payslip, but I think this government has done better in terms of welfare for officers than any government in modern history of Nigeria. And I think that's what it's about. But as I said, let's concentrate on the correctional center. Let's concentrate on what has happened. Let's see how it affects our security architecture, and let's see the solution that we can provide, both in the short term here by getting these people back, and in the long term in terms of making sure that this doesn't happen in the other 245 correctional centers. I think that's the focus now. That's the debate that we should have. That's where we should focus our energy. Nigerians must be safe. Nigeria must be a safe nation. And our custodial centers must not just be home for the most vulnerable, but must be a place of hope, even for the most hopeless in our society. I think that's what we should focus on at this point in time.